Hello everyone, my name is MD Abdul Basit Tushar, and today this is my ID. It looks like me. So today I'm going to present you guys the country named Seychelles. Right, so this is the map for Seychelles. It's also pretty diverse because it's very small country in the ocean. So Seychelles is located in East Africa, and the capital is Victoria, and the government is republic because they do some votes and all that stuff, so there's no king or dictatorship on their democracy, and their currency is Seychelles rupees, so it's pretty common, and their GDP is 1.59 billion USD on based on 2018, and their trade bloc is common market of Eastern and South Africa. And their main export is fishing, farming, well drilling, and manufacturing, but their originated export is fishing only because they don't have enough land to farm or there's not enough resource to start drilling oil, but they're doing it. And the population is very less among to all the other countries. So it's their population is only 96,762 based on 2018 census data, which is pretty one of the lowest population country in the world. And they speak in different languages, and but the most people speak in Sicilianese, and some people speak in English or French because they're adapted to those languages. And their ethnicity group, there's few of them: Chirol, Indo, Sino, and French people are on there. Right, so let's move to the next one. It's going to be appointment alert. So, as like every other country, if you want to visit in an office or government building, you of course need to make an appointment. So for them, if you're from outside, you at least have to have make an appointment between 1 to 3 months ahead of the time. And of course, you have to arrive 30 minutes early before the appointment to get all the stuff you needed to check out. And the business hours from that country is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And most of the government has private or business hours depending on the stuff or work you need to be done, so they can make the time on that type of work. And their the break time is 30 minutes, usual break, but they can get longer break as well depending on the situation. If you have any emergency or any anything like that, it can be changed. And make sure before you make the appointment, make sure to check their calendar for the holiday because they'll not even answer the phone or stuff because everything is closed on the holiday. And the next is business uniform. So it's their people are very nice, and the rules is normally is that you have to dress casually in the office or the business places, but there is no formal dress code in the Seychelles like other countries, but people are generally free to choose their dressing style if it doesn't offend anyone in the office or anybody. So the male for the male business suit with or without tie is standard. You don't have to have ties because few of the countries that does require you have to have ties, but it can be avoided. If you don't have to wear suit always. If you want, you can take it off your jacket or you can leave it on. Casual sandals or shoe that toe is open is not allowed on the office or stuff. It has to has a shoe on there proper covered. For the female, business casual dress is also preferred. You can't wear any dress below your knee. That's considered as a disrespectful or it can be offended. Most of the female wear traditional footwear as their Seychelles shoes. Right. So for the gift giving, so the gifts are not in common in the business settings because sometimes people think it's a kind of bribery or it's kind of favor you have to do it because if you give someone a gift, they feel like you're rushing them to the stuff or to the work. And in the past, gift giving was not a tradition in Seychelles because their history is pretty new. They don't have enough history to make. So recently, people give gifts in Christmas and birthdays. They're adapting the situation on there, and most often they give not too expensive but valuable things, gifts, just like the stuff you needed or anything that is going to be useful to you in order for you to keep it. And the gift can be wrapped in any color. There is no restriction for the any wrapping paper or anything. All right, so how we make the deal in Seychelles? So bargaining is not common, and that's very disrespectful for them, and they're very strict for that. So if you want to go and make some business or you want to buy something, don't bargain too much. Decision is made quick, and negotiation are very upfront. So if you want to make a deal, they're going to give you their opinion right up front. So there is no hold back or okay, we'll think about it like that, or we'll let you know stuff. And trust between parties is critical and must keep the trust. So if you, of course, there's the law of the business, you have to keep the trust on the business. But if you sometimes if you break the trust, they're pretty upset. And they like to keep everything transparent, the people, because they're going to show you what you are getting from them and what they are getting from you. There is no nothing under the table or stuff, so because it has to be on there. And they make the fastest shipment among all the African nations because their port release is pretty quick. So average it takes only 4 business days to clearance the customs. And the cost of the export goods is much less than other countries in Africa because there is less tax on the product that you want to export. So it's pretty good deal on there. All right, so response for entertaining. So how you do the entertain for the business casual? Most of the time, it's they prefer the lunch in Seychelles because dinner is not that famous in there because most of the deal is done by the lunchtime or the office hours. Buckets are often held in traditional restaurants because they want to show you what is the country is built on, and they want to bring you their culture, and they want to show you and introduce you their culture, how it's work. And no alcohol is allowed in the business event because alcohol is, well, according to them, alcohol makes people not to think they're proper in the best mind. And of course, before your event, be there 15 minutes early and mind your own manners. Don't talk while chewing food. They consider that disrespectful because you cannot talk properly while you're chewing the food. Usually, the host pays for the party, so that's pretty nice for them. Right. And public behavior, people are very humble and respectful in there. They're really one of the, I mean, really nice people. If you ever get the chance to go there, you'll see that. And kissing in public, it is not common. We know that it's very common in the other European country or the American country over here, but it is not common for them. And if you do it, people will tend to be look around you and look at you somewhere. They like to keep a list, at least a hand space between people that you don't bump on some other people or stuff like that. And when you greet someone or when you meet someone for the first time, handshake is the best way to start with the greeting people. And light touching is very common and whoever is interacting. For example, if you're talking, you can start touching people, not like grabbing, but you can just gesture with them. And they love to have conversation with their foreigner people because as I mentioned at the beginning of the video that their majority of income is from tourism, so of course they interact with the foreigner very well, and they tend to give you a really nice experience if you come on there and they're having nice stuff. And there is very low crime rate. That means less to worry for you. So if you go there and you don't have to worry about who's going to take your bag or your life in at risk or anything like that because the people are really nice and they're proud of the people on there. They're really proud of their 115 beautiful beaches. That's a lot of the beach on there, but they're beautiful. As I was doing the research, I saw it on the picture. Right, so this is it, and this is the works cited listed on there. Thank you so much for listening, and you guys have a wonderful one. Take care.